After viewing my videos on Muzium Negara, some friends asked about the Indigenous Peoples Gallery in Muzium Negara. What they meant is the museum's Seni Craft Orang Asli, the Orang Asli Craft Museum, located within the grounds of Muzium Negara and managed by Muzium Negara. Orang Asli is the Malay term used in Peninsular Malaysia to refer to Aboriginal or indigenous people. It's called a craft museum because that's what it focuses on, although it does include hunting equipment and even coffins. It exhibits examples of traditional wooden sculptures and face masks carved by Orang Asli craftsmen, wood carving tools, blowpipes, bow and arrows, spears, fish traps, and fishing rods. But it doesn't include plows, sickles, or machete, which are called parang in Malaysia. Other exhibits include bark clothing, personal adornments, household goods like mats and food storage containers made from reeds, and musical instruments. I was captivated by a nose flute and coffins. Little is said about how the tools and other items are used, but there is a photo of a bride and groom at their wedding. There's also photos of a school and of children in a classroom sitting cross-legged on the floor, paying attention to a school teacher. What I found striking about the carvings is the value placed on asymmetry, by which I mean the left side is different from the right side. I noticed this especially on masks which represent departed ancestors and on figures associated with religious practices. I even noticed a man-elephant sculpture, which reminded me of the Indian god Ganesha. There are no exhibits of pottery, none related to alcohol, none related to tattooing, and little about shamanic healing, other than what amounts to a footnote to one of the exhibits which says they tried to ritualistically transfer disease out of a sick person. There is some information about the demographics of the Orang Asli in the peninsula. It's from a census taken in 2012. There's no explanation as to why the data is so old, since censuses are conducted every 5 years. The census counted the Orang Asli under 3 ethnic groups, each with 6 subgroups. The Senoi group accounted for 54%, Proto-Malays accounted for 43%, and Negrito accounted for 3% of the total Orang Asli population of about 180,000 persons, which is about 0.6% of the population of Malaysia. 2/3 of them live in the states of Perak and Pahang. It's odd that the Orang Asli percentage is given as a percentage of the population of Malaysia, because Orang Asli refers only to indigenous peoples in the peninsula. The indigenous peoples of East Malaysia, those living in the states of Sabah and Sarawak, are called Orang Asal. The distinction is important because the native people of the peninsula and of the Bornean states don't have equal land rights under the law. I estimate that in 2012 the Orang Asli accounted for about 0.8% of the population of Peninsular Malaysia. Thank you for listening.